It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1786, recorded Thursday, July 2nd, 2020. I'm blown away! On this episode of the Giz Wiz, we have two new LED gadgets. We get to find out what the heck was it, and I have an all-new theme for this month. All next on the Giz Wiz.
It's the same dumb show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now, and here he is, the gadget drill sergeant, Dick DeBartolo. How you doing, Dickie D?
I'm doing good, sir. And you?
Doing good myself. Doing very good.
Are you doing anything exciting for the 4th?
I have not decided yet. Probably not. Probably, I might drive to a location and park and watch the fireworks. I know that's a lot of people in my area are doing that. Texas did get a new mask order, so that Texas has been pretty lenient about everything, leaving it up to sort of local cities or counties and stuff like that. And tomorrow, going into effect, if you are out in public or if you are in an area that can be accessed by the public, so a restaurant, really. Everywhere.
Restaurants are open?
Yeah, oh yeah. Restaurants have been open for... Yeah, we're at, months ago, we had like 30% capacity, and then we went to 50% capacity, and now it's like
200% capacity.
Basically. Like, I've seen places that I'm like, that is very crowded. But so they have to leave like a table in between everyone and do the 6 feet apart thing.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, they've been open for a while. And so this mask order is new for Texas. And
do you have a mask?
Oh yeah, I have plenty of masks. They sell them at Walmart in packs of 100.
Okay.
I got lots of masks. And so that's new. And I have a suspicion that the governor probably did that for the July 4th weekend. He was like, I don't think you guys are canceling enough July 4th stuff. So here's your mandate. You got to wear a mask. What's weird, though, is it is written that if you can have 6 feet in between people, like if it is possible to have 6 feet in between people, then it's like not required. And like also, there's all these loopholes. So,
oh my God, okay.
Who knows?
Who knows?
So yeah, I don't have any major plans for the 4th. How about you?
Well, the mayor said the 4th of July fireworks have to go on. But how can you have the 4th of July fireworks from Macy's and not have people?
Right.
Thousands of them. So they came up with a weird plan. Every night this week at an undisclosed location at a time no one knows, there will be a 5-minute fireworks display put on by Macy's. Yes.
What? How does that work with like sound ordinances?
Who knows? And it'll be videotaped. So now it's Thursday. So places, and it's going to take place in all 5 boroughs. So if your borough hasn't had fireworks yet, you know that your borough is going to be one of the 2 left, but you have no idea where it's going to be. And then 4th of July night, which is Saturday, they're going to splice together those 5 independent displays, and then at another undisclosed location, do the finale live. And so the idea here is when you hear the fireworks, there will not be enough time for a huge crowd to gather to see them because they're only going to last 5 minutes.
Just enough time for the crowd to gather and then have a conversation about what they missed and then transfer the virus.
Yes, exactly.
That's
So that is
interesting.
yeah.
Huh.
Who knows? Who knows? I mean, in reality, I think the real reason they have to have the fireworks is that Macy's isn't selling much, and I'm sure I once read that between the fireworks and the parade, Macy's doesn't need the store.
Wow.
Because there are so many. The fireworks used to be a half-hour thing, 10 minutes of talk, and 20 minutes of firework. It's now a 2-hour special.
Yeah.
It's still 20 minutes of fireworks, but
Yeah.
with 2 hours, they got a ton of ads in there.
I'm surprised that they didn't do a thing where it was just like, well, I mean, I guess they have. 5 minutes here, commercial break. 5 minutes there,
Oh, yes.
commercial break. There I'm
you
sure
go.
the news organizations will know where these fireworks are going to go off, I bet.
My guess is that is correct. My guess that is correct. And also, I sent you a couple of photos to do an update, backyard update. Okay, so I sort of made it look a little bit industrial.
Ooh.
So this is the chimney. Actually, it's really nice looking stuff. All stainless. And the guy showed me. He said, you're not going to feel any heat because these pipes are heavily insulated. And then just keep going through, because at one point you can see the beginning of the chimney. Oh, this looks like they're building a ship in my backyard. Just go back one, doesn't it?
Yep.
Like one of those mammoth funnels they have on a ship.
Those are called the grables. This is one of the vocabulary word I've always had in my head. The specific word for piping on like sci-fi ships that doesn't do anything is called a grable.
A grable. Oh,
There you
okay. Okay.
Just-
Okay.
you learn something every day.
Did you know on ships that those funnels are mainly for decoration?
Those? Oh, yeah. I
It's
don't
like-
know if I knew that, but
Okay.
makes sense.
There's a small chimney in there,
Gotcha.
but they make them look huge, so
Yeah.
the ship looks.
Yeah. Look at how it's almost like putting like a wing, like one of those spoilers on a car, or like big
Yes.
exhaust tubes that don't really do anything. It's like,
Yes,
look how
exactly.
fast this car is.
Exactly. And then let's see another photo, and so there's before the chimney. Just go back one.
And
See the
it'll go right
grating?
here. Yeah.
There's the grating, and then there's the chimney.
It's not that bad.
And it's not bad at all. And the main foreman stopped by and he said, "Oh yeah, this is better than doing it in your living room." He said,
Is that the guy who told you
Yes,
he was going to go on the
originally came.
Oh my
And he
gosh.
said, "I know." And he said, "It really would have interfered with your trains. How about my life? Who wants a chimney in their living room?"
You get the suspicion that this guy doesn't have a lot of empathy.
Yes, exactly.
You get the feeling that he doesn't really care.
I have a 20 by 40 foot backyard. Why do you have to put it in my living room? Anyway, so it's going along really nicely.
That is awesome. And that's
Yeah.
the last
Yeah,
one?
it's
Oh, there you go. One
it's
more.
not bad. Yeah.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Yeah.
And then they took the invent down. They have to build a special cellar door now, but it's going to be neat.
That's good news after all of this craziness.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
That is funny. There you go.
Anyway,
Nice
all right,
chimney. A chimney for Santa Claus.
A chimney for Santa. Yep, just in time. Should we jump into gadgets?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's jump in.
Okay, gadget number 1. As you know by now, LED lights of any kind, I like them. So I was looking for a clip lamp, and I saw this, and I saw also that it got pretty good reviews. And I thought, you know what? For $16, I'm going to get one, and I'll tell you. Oh. Okay, so it comes with a little adapter.
Looks like that's been opened
Wow, you know what? This is
already.
Oh my gosh, I didn't think it was this tiny. Oh my. You know what? This is like a magician's trick, isn't it? Holy, oh.
Oh.
Well, I'm not sure. Not sure I like it, but we'll see. All right. So.
Yeah, it sort of does look like it was open.
You can
doesn't
plug it
it?
into a computer.
Yeah.
Okay, it has a
Yeah.
USB plug.
You got a
But
used
it does
one.
come with a handy dandy AC plug. And also, I like it when AC plugs have a little LED so that you know you plugged it into a powered outlet. But what I like about this, at least in the description, is that you can set it for daylight light or soft white light. So since we're going to plug this into AC, I'm going to use this. I have a little light strip under the desk here. And, all right, light strip. Oh, okay. Oh, this is
Power
a light
strip.
too. So, dun, dun, we'll clip this. Oh, this is a very nice clip. Okay, look at that.
Stable.
That is a really sturdy clip. You can move the whole desk with it. And then, so this is on. You know, I'm going to
So far, so good.
So we can get a better
Yeah.
look.
That looks like a very soft
So I
light.
guess
Yeah,
This is
and you can do all three temperatures.
You can do minus. Oh, okay. So you can dim it,
Yeah.
and then let's see, that's on, off, and then okay. So there's soft white. This is more white. I don't like that color.
Bright white.
And then
Yeah.
with it
You
on,
got
can you go to
blue, daylight,
Yeah.
tungsten,
This is really
natural.
That's cool. It disappears.
Yeah,
Yeah,
isn't
no,
that
it's
nice?
great. Yeah, I like that.
I'll show you the little.
And it's
Okay,
a very
so
diffuse light. It's not
this
very harsh.
This does the mood
No, it's
lighting,
great.
so that's more white. That's very white. That's sunshine, and that's soft, and then that's white, and then once you have it the way you want it, you can dim it and brighten it with this switch. I like this. This is really nice.
What kind
And-
of bulb does it have?
Oh, it's an LED bulb,
Oh,
50,000
oh.
watt bulb. So it's not going to get hot.
No, I liked it a lot.
This is really neat. This is pretty good too. This is good. I am so tired of gooseneck lamps where the head weighs so much that no matter which way you put it,
Well, so it kind of disappears.
yeah.
The lamp
yeah.
itself. Yeah.
But those lamps, they should have like a Viagra pill in there. So you set it up and it stays the way firm like you want it. Okay, so it's called...
The no-name
It's called the X2,
clamp. desk
it's one of
lamp.
those things where it must be available from a dozen manufacturers. All right, so you can have 3000K, 4500K, 6500K, 3000K is really warm, and it comes in black and white, and there is no particular name on this. I got it on Amazon. It was $16, and okay. I bought it 2 days ago, and now this could change again. Now there's a 10% off coupon, so that's going to be $1.60 off. I think this is really nice. That's it. And you know what? Oh, wait a minute. No, is this as soft as it goes? Let me just. Wow. Could you use it for lighting? Could you use it for podcast lighting?
I think you could.
Is it too? Is it?
I think
washed
you
out?
could too. Yeah.
Let me go to the other things. No, that looks
Yeah.
worse, right?
Halloween light.
Worse, right? Soft,
That's better.
better. All right, so perhaps not for podcast lighting, but for all of your other lighting needs. And in case we didn't show you the front of it, okay, it has a little filter here, and the bulb says good for 50,000 hours. I like this a lot. That's it. Feelings, nothing more than feelings. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for stopping by, and we hope you'll visit the Giz Wiz show again very soon. Happy trails to you. Bye.
That coupon, still good. I like that.
And
I like it.
you know what? Dennis just came today. After we taped the thing, he said, "Can you order me one of those?" I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
You got
And
white warm and
you can probably
white
run
warm.
it from a USB pack too.
I bet you could, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like something about how simple it looks makes it seem very professional, like very
That doesn't it?
nice.
Yeah, I love it that you can do 3000K and 4500 and 6500 and then 10 modes of dimming. It's just great.
Yeah, I think so too.
You know what? This. Do you know what this is? CRI.
Yes.
Oh, you do. Oh, okay.
Yes. So this is it's kind of hard to explain. Basically,
It has to do with color, right?
Right. So some LEDs, the spectrum that it puts out is not a full spectrum. So there may be, I don't think that this is, I think almost all people would not realize that this is happening. But the spectrum, the wavelength of the light does not encompass a whole bunch, like all the wavelength. So there may be areas that have, like if you're looking at orange and it doesn't have that orange wavelength in the light won't bounce off of that orange so much to get to your eyes. But almost no cases matter. Like maybe if you are a professional photographer that is making sure to take your photos in 10-bit depth, you're gonna miss a little bit of extra color, possibly. In general, I don't think that it matters all that much. So I've seen this a lot on studio lighting. I've seen it a lot on film lighting. And every once in a while I'll see it here where it's like, hey, it has this built in, and yeah, it's nice, but I don't think it's all that needed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the show can go on without it.
Right. Exactly.
Anyway, so that's a neat little clip lamp.
Yeah, $16. Get 10%
16
off.
bucks, and now it's like 14 something
Yeah.
because you go a little 10% coupon.
Yeah, I
pretty
like it.
neat. Pretty neat. And Dennis Wendelin approved, and
Yes.
he's an artist.
And he's a normal person.
Yes,
Who likes-
that's right. And he already bought one. Probably
Exactly.
the first thing I remember him buying, like in 3 years.
Yeah.
Okay, something new. Well, the video explains it all.
A couple of weeks ago, the people from work sent us a little gadget that you could hook on to a Works PowerShare battery to charge your phone, okay? And when I called Mike to thank him for that, he said, oh, we have something else that might be good for the Giz Wiz. We just come out with a special fan. And he sent me one, okay? It's the 20-volt PowerShare
Whoa.
fan, 9.5-inch fan, and I'll tell you what's special about it, okay? We didn't do an unboxing here because I have a little desk. So that's the box it comes in. This is the fan. You can see in the back that there's a hook if you want to hang it in a workshop, all right? And so what's in the kit?
It looks very
Okay,
pro.
so there's a battery
Yeah.
in the kit.
Industrial.
Okay, a PowerShare battery. And I assume, so we're going to slide this on. And since it just came out of the box, I'm not sure we have power. This looks like this on switch here. You want to see in the back? Okay, so there's the switch. And then, wow. So it's 2 speeds. Let's go back to low.
It is blowing into the microphone on the camera,
There's a
on
light
the
telling
phone.
you high and low. There's high and low. And now, this is what's different about this fan. is you can charge the battery while it's on the fan with this guy, okay? Or run it just totally on AC. So this is great for a construction site, and actually you can take it anywhere with you, all right? I believe, looking at the box, I think it's runs 2 hours on this battery at full speed and 5 hours. We'll check it online in a minute. I'm just trying to get this all the way open. There we go. So I can
In
plug
Texas,
into
this
a
is like
power strip.
required.
All right, so in the side of the fan here, there's a little AC power in, okay? So that's going in there. And this is going into a power strip. So now we are actually charging the battery, but running the fan off AC. This is really neat, okay? Let me see. Oh, all right, so the whole kit is $89. Let's look on their website. The whole kit is $90, all right? And I believe if you already have the PowerShare battery, I think it's $59. So this was in the box. The fan was in the box. The 20 volt PowerShare batteries in the box. The AC adapters in the box. And let's see what else we have. There's a 3-year warranty, a 30-day guarantee. I guess that means you can return it within 30 days. Okay. 2 speeds, 0 to 1500. High 2500 RPM. CFM, not sure what that is. It's airflow, I know that, but it's 310 and 450. Here it is. Runtime 6 hours on low, 2 hours, up to 2 hours on high, using the battery that comes with it. Ready charge feature, plug in, charge battery while the fan is running. Tilts 0 to 360 degrees, and it's wall mountable. Has a hanging hook and an easy carry handle. Okay, so that's pretty neat. It's new from Works, and it's just called the 9.5-inch
Hurricane
two-way
fan.
That's it. I'm blown away. Bye.
That's nice. I feel like it's a bit on the expensive side,
Yes.
but like that would turn a Texas murderous day into a Texas assaulting day. It would change it from murder to just assault. Yeah, I mean, I've actually. Did you know I did construction for like 3 months? Like
You did?
Yes. And
Really?
yes, I had a.
What did you build?
So I didn't. I was an AV. So we did audio video equipment. So we install. So when I was pitched the job, I thought I'm gonna be like going into. And it was a really expensive company. They worked for like multi-million-dollar homes and stuff like that. And so I thought, I'll be going in and programming some rich guy's VCR. This will be great. And then little did I know, it was like, okay, I'm going to be running this coax cable from their boathouse to their kitchenette. And that's going to, I have to dig a trench to like make that happen. Or
no.
like, I have to get up into the attic, and we'd have to pre-wire Ethernet cables throughout the whole house or whatever. So
was it for a cable company?
No. It was for just so there's like a branch of companies called audiovisual companies, and they just do, if you have a home theater, they'll manage all that. But they also do whole home audio. We installed fiber optic lights in some people's ceilings.
Whoa.
That sort of stuff. So that was like the good days, and then the bad days were like at a construction site, just running wire or digging ditches to get a coax cable out to some place or whatever.
Okay.
This was just as high definition was like hitting the scene. Like our high-end customers were using HDMI. A lot of customers were still using the composite RGB things.
Right.
And still a lot of other customers didn't really worry about that, and they were just off of like cable and a cable box, and that would just be standard def, and that sort of stuff.
So
Yeah,
back then, what was the biggest TV you saw?
I think it would have been like 55 inches.
Yeah.
was the
interesting.
biggest, and we still LED and there was a big debate over LED versus plasma.
Plaza,
like,
yeah.
you know, and and LCD wasn't quite at that, you know, where it is now, where you don't have any issues with off-axis viewing and that sort of stuff. So some people wanted plasma because it was better for off-axis viewing and that sort of stuff and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, Texas, I mean, it was like 95 degrees today with humidity. It was, there were times that you just have to stop working because it was just so hot. And this would have been a great product to have.
Well, did you do anybody famous? Anybody famous house?
So, not that I know of. So there's one, even if I did know, technically I'm not supposed to talk about it, but also I don't know. We had code names for the homes. So we would like say, oh, that's the Spruce home or something like that. I forget all the names, but so we wouldn't use the client's name whenever we were talking about a home. Oh. Okay. And also, I never knew who they were. Like I didn't know if I was working on someone. There was. I never knew if it was someone's home or whose home it was I was working on. So yeah, it was. That was a fun job. Well, no, it wasn't. It was an interesting job. It was super. I had it for a few months. I think I had it for about anywhere between 3 and 6 months, something like that. I can't remember. And it was like, I don't want to do this for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
It's like,
I
don't want to do this. This is great. So there you go.
Anyway, so that's the Works two-way fan. And
good. I like that it's wireless. I like that it can be plugged in. I think and then the fact that it uses its own, the battery technology that all the Works things are running off of.
And hangs from the ceiling. And, I think it's probably more for a work site kind of application.
Totally.
But it's very nicely done.
Totally. Very good.
Okay. Yet another LED device that does something a touch different.
Ever had a jumbo light bar? It has nougat and batteries. Okay, this is a Reese's Take 5, which I love. This, however, is the jumbo light bar. So you don't want to eat that. But this is pretty neat, okay? And it has carb lighting. I think it's chip on board. I believe it's chip on board lighting. All right, so this lights 2 different ways, and I'll tell you why I like it. It's very bright. I believe it's 220 lumens. So it has a little on-off switch. So I'll tell you the problem with on-off switches. Put like this in the closet, and you turn it on. And when you walk out, you forget it, and you come back, and the batteries are dead. So then I started using, I wonder if I can reach under here and grab one. I started using these kind of lights, all right? And they go on automatically, and after about a minute or so, or when the movement stops, they go off. All right, I'm going to shut this off. But the problem with these are, I have these to illuminate under my desk and over all of the cabinets where I have gadgets. Every time you walk by them, they go on. And then usually by the time you need a gadget, you go over there and they're dead. So this is a workaround for that, all right? And this is what's different about the jumbo light bar. So it has an on-off switch, but if you're the kind of person who forgets to turn something off, when you go in the closet, or actually I'm going to mount this under my desk. I'm forever dropping things under my desk. What you do is you hit this. You don't have to go back off again. Okay. What I'm going to do actually is I'm going to do my timer and keep talking. Okay, it's running. All right, so you want to make sure that you don't leave it on. Just hit that. And this will stay on for 1 minute. Well, we're testing it now, all right? I pretty much started it when I said at 1 minute. So by the time I finish talking, this should go out. So this will keep it going for 1 minute, and that's what we're testing now, and then it will go off automatically. So get what you want out of the closet, just close the door, and this will go off. And won't come back on again until you hit this switch or that switch. It uses 4 AA batteries, which come with it. And I got it at Home Depot, and I forgot how much I paid, and I thought, wait a minute, $20, that's a lot. And then I realized it's 4 of them for $20. Okay, so that's not bad. So it's $5 for this guy, which includes the batteries. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, it's off. So it's pretty much a minute. It's probably 1 minute and 2 seconds, but we won't quibble with that. So I think this is a really decent idea. Jumbo light bar, timer. Again, I think it's chip on board. Includes 4 AAA batteries and has magnets on the back, so you can stick it on a metal surface. This is probably, actually it's not good under the sink because I rather have under the sink the ones that go on automatically. It has, you can put it up, put 2 screws and then put it on and slide it down and lock it that way. And then it also comes with stickum pads. All right, so you have 3 ways to mount the Jumbo Cobb, the Timer Cobb Jumbo light bar. But this is also pretty good too. This does not last a minute. Trust me. That's it. The Giz Wiz.
So I was looking up, what does COB stand for? Cobb.
It's chip on board.
Okay. I did a search for timer Cobb, and it's like nothing came up. But
oh, you mean you couldn't find that gadget?
couldn't find anything. The only thing I found was like very similar gadgets, like this one.
Oh, that's just because they all use Cobb switches.
Interesting.
Yeah. No, I could only when I went to look for it too, I could only find it at Home Depot.
That's true.
A lot of other companies make something similar, but they just clip on and off. They don't have that little push button for the timer.
Yeah. Well, that's such a good feature. In fact, I was thinking
It is, and also $5 is a really decent price.
Yeah, I agree. This is good. That's a good gadget. I feel like this needs to be built into like normal switches. Like,
Oh,
I'm
that
in
would
this
be
room for
great.
3 minutes. Like, let me just click this button and then it stays on for a minute or two.
Nick with a C. Chip on board is just a new way of putting LEDs on the control board.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
There we go.
No, Chumley, it is $5. Chumley
Right.
said $5 would be great, but it's $20. No, it's 4 of them for $20.
It's a 4-pack. Yeah.
It's a 4-pack.
You gotta invest in all 4 though, but they will be $5
That's
after.
true. Yeah, but you could go in and push them all, and then you would have 4 different minutes.
You'd have 4 minutes of light. There you go.
Okay, so that, ladies and gentlemen, brings us to a brand new theme in...
No, you don't need it, but you might want it at Jed's Crappy Corner.
Ranger Rick says, these are all good gadgets. Where's the stinker? Well, it's coming.
Here
Or
it is.
Well,
So-
sometimes it is and sometimes it isn't.
This one, I'll give you a little spoiler. I'm not even sure. I don't know if this is
Okay.
super crappy or not. So
Okay.
we left it up to the patrons. What did they want? Waterproof gadgets, retro gaming gadgets, or solar gadgets? What do you think what is your guess? Where would you...
Let's see. I'm saying retro, no.
Okay.
I'm going to go solar because it's July and it's sunny.
Well, you would be correct. Over
Okay.
50% of the vote wanted solar gadgets. So we are going to be covering gadgets, solar gadgets. Now, I made sure to not say solar powered gadgets, just solar gadgets, because there are a few gadgets that don't require any power that I kind of did some I did some research before I put it on the straw poll that I like. So just
also, if you had no money, you could just do suntan lotion.
There you go.
It's a solar gadget.
My skin is a solar gadget. It's very nice. So I guess let's just jump into the video I recorded before,
great.
and we can chat about it after. Hey Dickies! So as you probably already know, this month's gadgets are solar gadgets. So we are taking a look at a char in the background. We're at our first solar gadget, and here it is. This is a teeny tiny solar pump, which can go. Oh, it's already started. Which can go into a bird bath to help pump the water. So this is just a normal one of those little pumps that pumps water, and you have the actual device, no on-off switch. You also have a few little heads which can change the way that the water goes, and then you have your instructions. So it should be just as simple as taking this. We're going to remove that. I'm just going to drop it right in there. Now, I don't have a bird bath, so this is what I got, and it seems to be working just fine. It has some foam at the bottom, so it's floating, so it's hitting, just the top surface of the water, which is nice. One thing that was mentioned in the Amazon page is that this will change how much it pumps depending on the time of the day. So as I'm bringing my hand over it, the shadow is hitting the solar cells a little differently, and so the pump itself is changing quite a lot. So we can also take one of these different little heads and attach them onto the top. Okay, I have the smallest of the little things on there. And this one doesn't really have a lot of diffuseness. It's getting up there. Holy moly, it's getting pretty high. That's one of them. Now the other ones, so you can see this one's kind of short. The other ones require a adapter, which would make it a lot wider. I don't know if I can get this one off now that I got it on there. Okie dokie, I have another one on here. This one looked kind of interesting because this middle one has a rather large, oh my gosh. This would just be fun to play with if you had some children around. Okay, there you go. Woohoo! That would definitely go all outside of whatever type of, it's getting all over the box and stuff. That would go everywhere if you had that on a water, or on a bird bath. Getting these apart is really quite difficult. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to put another one on there. Here, this one's quite different. So let's do this one. Slap it on there. That one's trying. Can't quite understand how it wants to do it. That's pretty good. Okay, so you got some options. They all kind of seem the same. This one goes a little bit lower than the other ones. But there you go. A little way to keep the bird bath energetic, definitely, for sure. And this is just a normal little water pump. So you can take it off with a screw and clean it. There's like a little filter back there if you'd like to clean that out. So pretty simple stuff. So
I like that. I think it depends depending on how much. So I'm going to go between $20 and $30.
Ooh,
too low?
You are good actually, because it's less than 20 by a few cents.
Oh, okay. I was going for 20, and then I thought, I don't want to embarrass anybody. I better also do 30. Oh, okay.
Yeah, 20 bucks. It worked really nicely, as you could see. My one thing is that I feel like you would not want that first fountain head that I put on it, because just all the water would just go out of the bird fountain. Like you'd be pumping water.
I see. Yes. Okay.
Out.
Yes.
But it had, the other fountain heads on there. It's so funny. Becky is saying, I was looking at this. I wanted this. Also, I feel like the images are a little bit, like, I don't think that it didn't go quite that energetic.
Well, if you had my $50,000, 50,000 watt bulb that I mistakenly mentioned, that would do it.
Yes.
No, I think it's very cute.
Yeah, I thought it worked well, and I can see if you have a bird bath. Now I wonder, will this scare the birds away? I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Oh, they might bathe in it.
Yeah, I would think so, like a little shower. There it is in a pond. You put it in all sorts of stuff. I've used almost that exact pump is inside of the gadget, which we've shown off on the show before.
Oh, yes, yeah.
And there's no batteries, there's nothing. It just takes the solar power directly to the pump. And that gadget pump can get clogged fairly quickly. Even just with like a little bit of pet hair, it gets clogged. So I would be worrisome that this could get clogged with leaves, debris, all that sort of stuff. So you may want to make sure that your bird bath is very clean. Reviews are on the good side, but there are quite a lot of 1-star reviews. Be aware of that. But altogether, I'm pretty impressed with it. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I do like it. I do like it.
The first of our solar gadgets, which is pretty exciting. So we'll be covering all that this next month. Next, let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Longhorn.
And our email is from Rick Akram, Kingwood, Texas. I have 2 bicycles, a Canyon Endurance and a Linksky R300 that I ride on the road. I'm not a racer. I find it interesting to know how much effort I put into bikes and how I provide the power. And so this allows me to compare rides on the same routes. So let's watch his video.
Hello, Dickie D and Chad. This is my contribution for
Looks
the
tasty.
warehouse video. I'm showing you this item here. Turn it around. Show it from above. And the bottom side of it here. You might notice the name of it, PowerPod. All right. I'm going to show you in a moment here where it's used. Now you see the PowerPod mounted on the front of my bike. The PowerPod measures power that it takes to measures watts and the amount of energy that it takes when you're riding. In addition to that, this particular one measures the wind speed and slope and various other things. So it gives you a good representation of all that goes on while you're out biking. I have another bike that has my power meter is based in the pedals, but this one comes from its data with some sensors that are inside, like an incline meter. I don't know, I can't remember the exact name. And right here is a wind port that measures the wind, the effort, the amount of effort that it takes to recover, to power through resistance. So that's my contribution to the Giz Wiz warehouse.
That is
Okay.
crazy.
Oh
They show
my
some
gosh.
charts too.
Holy
Wow.
cow. So Rick is a serious biker, and he has a website. Oh, he's in Texas.
Yeah, isn't that neat?
Please mention my Texas bicycling website, TexBikernet. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah. Man, I wonder how much
we are
math.
standing for Houston by celebrating the neighborhood heroes. So
I'm just gonna
when Renee
mute
sent us this message,
So I'm so amazed at how much math must go into being able to tell your output of power through wind resistance and things like that. And what if it's the wind is blowing into the bike versus behind the bike and all that sort of stuff. Very cool stuff. Yeah, that is way cool stuff. That is neat.
Wow, yeah. So it's textbiker.net, and I'll put that in the show notes also. So Rick, thank you. And Rick, you're just in time to get a copy. Oh, I don't know where I put it. Yeah, here it is. You'll get a copy of the new Mad Magazine, August, the all Al Jaffe issue, for sending in your video. And if you have a video, anything that involves a gadget, 1 to 3 minutes, make a little video. It can be old, new, something you love, something you hated. Make a 1 to 3 minute video, just horizontal, and make sure we can see the gadget and hear you. Put it up on YouTube. You can click unlisted. That way only people with the URL can see it. And send us that URL, mail@gizwiz.tv. And if we show it on the show, you will get the current issue of Mad Magazine, whatever is out at the time. Mail@gizwiz.tv.
Perfect. With that, let's move on to the letter.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters now.
Our letter is from Arliss Duncan, and the subject line is sillier than an episode of Giz Wiz. I think it speaks for itself. Enjoy. And she sent a little 20-second video.
Here it is.
The
My favorite
useless box.
As you can see, it says useless box. Enough said.
Enough said. Enough said.
And
So
she says, thank you for the hours of entertainment. I think you built one, didn't you?
Yeah, I swear, during DIY week, I built a useless box. Mine was almost more useless because one of the pieces was slightly bent, and about every other time it would miss the switch. And it was even more useless, and it would just get stuck going forward. So,
and Arliss said, I don't need anything in return. Arliss Duncan. So Arliss, thank you for the useless box.
Very good. Very good. Hey, we want to say thank you to someone who's not useless. Our patrons over at patreon.com/GizWiz. Thank you so much for being patrons. You guys are incredible. If you want to support the show, head on over to patreon.com/GizWiz and support there. That is a reoccurring payment. If you don't want to give reoccurring or you want to give a different way, head on over to gizwiz.tv, click on the Patreon tab, and there is a PayPal link on that website. I'm super excited because we get to find out. What the heck was it? What the heck was it?
And go to the picture.
So to be completely honest, I don't know what it was. I'm going to try to...
You want to know something? It's rare. No one knew.
Nobody knew.
Nobody knew.
What?
So scroll up and you'll see it in action. It is the unifunnel.
What?
Okay, it is a way you put a funnel. First of all, that little there's a little piece of plastic that rises up, to hold the funnel, and then the handles open, and it's a way that the funnel stands inside a container. So I always hated it especially like when I was trying to transfer gas from a 5-gallon thing into a 6-gallon thing in my boat back when I had an outboard. Try and hold the funnel and spill the gas at the same time. It's very difficult. So the unifunnel is a way to hold the funnel for you.
What a crazy gadget. I would have never guessed. I thought that this was some type of like lens, or I don't have no idea. And then it was obviously a handle that opened, but that was it.
Right. So some of the funny answers were, I think this is the hose adapter you've been looking for, but you never knew what the heck it was. It's a hand-powered bubble blower, hand-operated foghorn, beer bottle opener. It could be that. A garlic press. The most bizarre one, I think it prevents you from inhaling offensive smells. Put the suction cup on your forehead and the clothespin portion covering your nose. Device to hold carrots while you peel them. I love this. This is a manual eyeball adjuster.
Oh my gosh.
Look through the ring while you turn the handles until your vision is completely tuned. Periscope from the Yellow Submarine. Could be that.
That's good.
Makeshift monocle maker. Hand grip strengthener with a gauge. And a halo maker for do-it-yourself angels.
That's good. That's good.
Right. So we ended up giving away 20 mads because like 200 people were in this month.
Wow.
I think a lot of people are home bored, and I think a lot of people wanted the Al Jaffe issue.
That's awesome.
So we ended up giving away 20 mads. So if you want to play the new game,
ooh, okay,
it's that.
This is obviously a abort button. If you want to get out of a bad conversation, you just hit the button, and then spiders come out of this thing.
We could make, I don't know if it would operate that way, but an abort button, I think there's a market for that.
There is. There is. We need to start the Kickstarter right now.
Yes, exactly.
So
you know what I used to have? I used to have a little handheld sound effects thing.
Yeah.
And one of them was a telephone ringing. And back
we covered this. It was the excuse sounder or something like that. Yes.
That was at the excuse box.
Yes.
And it was perfect. I don't know where it is now. Nowadays, everybody emails me, fortunately. But when I could not get off a call, I would just push that. And I go, oh, my gosh, my other phone, I really have to go. Yes, the excuse button. Excellent. Excellent.
It was awkward when you hit it a little wrong and the baby started crying. And you went, oh, my baby is crying.
Yes.
I didn't know you had a baby. No. Yes.
Or you hit the airport one. One of them was the airport. Yes. They said,
Flight 39
my flight is boarding now. And you said, oh yeah. I live right next to the airport.
Yeah. Oh, I got to catch my flight. I thought I called you on your landline. Gotta go.
That's very...
So if you think you know what this is, get a guessing. GizWiz.biz. 6 Mad magazines for correct answers, but 12 Mad magazines for funny, clever, hilarious, and interesting answers. So get a guessing over at GizWiz.biz. That about wraps it up for our show. You can head on over to GizWiz.tv to watch us live just about every Thursday, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time. Whenever we're live, the website just updates to show the live stream so you can join along, and also join the chat room just below. If you don't catch us live, that'll show the latest episode, and then all of our previous episodes are just down below or under the episodes tab at the top of the website. You can also subscribe through RSS, so you get it in whatever podcatcher you want, on iTunes or on YouTube, so you don't miss an episode. Thanks so much for watching this episode of The Giz Wiz. We'll see you next week.
I'll be here.